Studio Practice 1. For this module assessment, we are required to select a design brief from the D&AD New Blood Awards tutor pack and see it through to completion. My chosen brief relates to the Fossil Fuel Non-Proliferation Treaty and, in summary, is to create symbols of hope, unity and action to represent the fossil fuel-free movement. The symbols should inspire hope, not focus on despair, transcend language barriers, and appeal to climate activists, concerned citizens and creative professionals. I began gathering necessary information by first researching the cause to get an understanding of the organisation's intentions, which is to keep global warming under 1.5 degrees, halt the expansion of fossil fuels and catalyse the transition to sustainable energy. Research into the target audience demographics shown that the climate change activists were predominantly female, well educated and divided equally across all age ranges. Research was also conducted into 3 logo designers to identify characteristics of effective logo design. First was Gerald Haltom, whose most famous work was the peace symbol. Designed in 1958 for the Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament, Haltom combined the semaphore signals from both capital letters into one single emblem, creating a subtle reference to its literal meaning. Secondly was Rob Yanoff, best known for creating the Apple logo. His 1977 logo was favoured to Ronald Wayne's original design as it was illegible when rendered at a small size, highlighting the importance of scalability. Finally, Saul Bass created many logos for high-profile clients in the pre-digital age. After the advent of digital technology, it was not necessary to rethink his logos, as their vibrant but limited colour palettes and simple distinct shapes had stood the test of time. It was these characteristics that I sought to reflect in my final symbol/logo. To gather reference material, mood boards documenting environmental, hope, unity and action symbols were created and then revised in line with my logo designer's research findings. Particular note was taken of the dominant use of the colour green and organic imagery in environmental symbols, whereas there were several bespoke images representing each of the 3 principles which inspiration could be drawn from. Brainstorms and mind maps were also created and revised to illustrate my thought process when documenting the desired outcomes. With a solid grasp on the scope of the project and clear direction to move forward, the first initial 6 sketches were created. Some were drawn freehand, while this concept retained the shape of some of the research symbology. This Gerald Haltom-inspired sketch uses the semaphore signals for S and E representing sustainable energy, while this concept draws influence from the Arwen, a neo-druid symbol with organic connotations. Finally, this inverted triangle takes its shape from the unity triangle and uses some of the related icons shown. Considering unconscious bias and ethical issues, highlighted some concerns with the form of some logos and helped to avoid issues with colourblind viewers when choosing colour schemes. A vector version of each concept was then created in Illustrator. Before a decision was made on which to progress, exploratory alternative versions were created and analysed. When reviewed against the brief and the characteristics highlighted during the logo designer research, it was decided that the Arwen-based concept best answered the project requirements. The 3 beams beneath the image of the globe represent hope, unity and action, and by rearranging the composition, the logo depicts the planet being elevated by the efforts of the Green Initiative. The logo also bears a resemblance to the original Arwen symbol, which itself represents the earth, sky and sea, aligning with the environmental theme, and can easily be replicated without the use of digital technology. The simple, distinct and scalable finished logo also embodies the characteristics highlighted during my designer research. The full colour logo shown on the left should be used whenever possible, but I've also created grayscale alternatives which can be used whenever background or surrounding colours clash with the green. This is demonstrated in the following images showing the logo on billboards, street signs, activist placards, magazine articles, and email campaigns.